Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel today. I know I promised yesterday actually there would be a Celtic transfer talk video out, and as you'll see on the channel, there was no Celtic transfer talk out. I just didn't get the time to sit down and record it, and today I wanted to do my match preview, so there will be a Celtic transfer talk hopefully during this week. Also this week, good week, because the Premier League starts back on Saturday. The Premiership, should I say, Scottish Premiership, starts back on Saturday, so that means my league table predictions, my ranking the kits, blah blah blah, all that stuff will be out this week. Probably do a wee FM video predicting how the league will go, stuff like that. It's an exciting week and I can't wait for the league to start back. But before that, obviously, we have got Rosenborg on Wednesday night as we head over to Norway to take them on again. Second time we're heading over there, of course, over the last year. Where we are 3-1 up on aggregate at the current moment in time. I'm confident we will head through to the next round. We've got a decent enough lead. And, you know, the only thing we've got to really do is buckle down defensively, make sure we don't give away too much, and protect the lead that we have got. I don't think this tie is about scoring goals. If anything, I don't think it's about, as much as we want to see it, we want to see entertaining football, I think the aim is go over there, protect the lead, don't be stupid and don't give away anything silly. I think that is the key for this tie heading over there. We've obviously seen you know, dodgy first half against Rosenborg. In the second half, a lot better football. We scored 2 goals, and the minute Brendan Rodgers changed things up and he took the responsibility, if you listen to the interview after the match, he took the responsibility for the first half performance, why it was flat, why it wasn't quite up to the standard that we should have hit. But just because tactically he got it wrong, and I think when he figured it out, when he got it fixed, you know, we were on a much better sign. We looked far, you know, better than them. And I think we're going to go over to Rosenborg and hopefully, and I'm pretty sure we will, protect our lead and head through to face Athens in the next round of the Champions League qualifier. So 3-1, we did give an away goal as a disadvantage. And there's a disadvantage in such that Josef Simunovic still banned. He actually extended his ban, I'm sure, for one more match. So I think when it comes down to team selection, I think we're going to see an unchanged side. I think we're going to see the same thing as what we've seen as the first selection, just with the, you know, the tactics of the second half. Forrest out in the right rather than kind of dilly-dallying his way around the middle of the park. So when it comes to team selection, where I would usually kind of dive in a little bit, you know, further and going a little bit more in depth and talk about who I'd play, I don't think there's too much to say, because I think we will see the same team, especially at the back. I think we're going to still see Gamboa, Hendry, Ayer, Tierney as that back 4 line. Because of obviously Simunovic being out, Digit Beata not quite ready to return. Lustig is back in training, but I don't think Brendan Rodgers is going to throw him in this tie. I think he'll keep him for the league campaign on Saturday and start him then. But we're going over with the 3 goals, and you know, if we can even score 1 goal going over there, which I'm confident we will, I think we can get 1 goal. I know we struggled last year. We only got that 1 goal through James Forrest when we headed to Norway. It's not an easy team to score against, you know, a defensive side. They've got, and that's a lot of the Scandinavian style, you know, it's a really defensive style. You've seen that in the World Cup for the Scandinavian teams, and it's the same with their clubs, especially when it comes to European matches. They are a lot more structured and a lot more sit-back defence kind of teams. So, you know, it's hard to score, but if we can even get 1 goal, and I'm sure we can with the quality we've got. Edouard, we see the capabilities of whenever he plays. We've seen it last week, he got 2 goals. Or did he get 1? No, he got 2. I got 2 goals against Rosenborg. So we've seen the 2 goals last week. I think with the quality that we've got in the players and the attackers that will be fielded, we should be able to grab a goal. And if we grab 1 goal, Rosenborg need to score 4. And I personally just don't believe it's a side that is capable of scoring 4 goals, home or away, against Celtic. I just don't see it happening. Obviously, they can score 4 goals against whoever they like in their own league. It's probably pretty common. Maybe not so much this season, as they've struggled a little bit more. They're not top of their table. They're halfway through. And, you know, they've not had as great a campaign as what they were having when we faced them last year. But, you know, I don't think it's a side that's going to be able to go and score 4 goals into us if we've already got 1. In that match. Whether we score first or not, a different story. The tie could go anyway. The first goal is always the most important. But even if they go ahead and get that first goal, I'm sure we can peg a goal back somewhere in the game. Whether it's to equalise, whether we're 2-0 down, we get another one. I'm sure there's the capability and the strength within our team to go and get a goal, which means they have to score 4. I don't think it's going to happen. And also, I think we'll just take a more conservative approach to the game, a lot more defensive look, you know, just protect it. Don't do anything stupid, don't give anything away. We need the centre-backs to be sharp, we can't make mistakes. You know, Jack Hendry, as I said, I still think he's very... No, he's a player we've spent money on. I mean, £1.5 million was spent on the guy, I'm sure. So, you know, he's obviously, Brendan Rodgers is going to play him. We can't just leave him on the bench all the time, you know. That's money that's been spent, and for Celtic, £1.5 million is an intent in a player. It shows intentions that we are going to play him. So, we just need to hope Jack Hendry and anybody else, Gamboa, anybody, it could be Ayer, it could be anybody, no matter how good they are. We just need to avoid these silly mistakes, get the basics right, as I always say heading into European ties, and there shouldn't be too much to worry about. I don't imagine that there's going to be a big problem if we just take that conservative approach, and obviously we do want to see goals scored, but I'd rather protect this lead that we have and not put ourselves under pressure and under the jeopardy of going out. And we just get the tie done. We just get it finished. We go through the next round, then we focus on Athens because we've got a busy schedule. You know, we've got the rest of the Champions League qualifiers. We've not been given it easy with having to play an extra round as well. So we've got all of those. We had our friendlies. We've got the league campaign starting. We've got the League Cup starting as well in the same month. It's a busy time for Celtic. Players are going to be, you know, fighting for fitness. Obviously, we've already seen Dembele drop out for a few weeks. We've got Griffiths out for a few weeks. So, you know, fitness is a main concern as well when it comes to this. Who do we play? Who do we bench? Who gets what amount of time out in the field? So as long as we protect the lead, I'm happy. I don't really care if we go and score 3 or 4 goals, because at the end of the day, it's not a high possibility of that happening no matter what position we were in right now. Even if we went and won the first leg 5-0, I still believe we'd go over there and still take a kind of conservative approach to the game, because we've seen how much we struggled against the side last year. So hopefully we do. We just go out, protect the lead, and we go through. As I said, 1 goal will do it. I think if we score 1 goal, that's it, because I don't see Rosenborg beating us 4-1. I think that's out of the question if you ask me, but you never know. It can always happen. It's never, you know, it's an always guessing game. You know, football can go any way. We've seen weird things happen in football, and they could score 4 goals, but I just feel like there's a very unrealistic chance of it happening if we could just go out and get that goal, which is what matters. But protect the lead. You know, play for a wee penalty or something. You know, we don't usually do that. You know, we're not the kind of teams that send out players to dive and such, but I'm not saying dive, no by any means dive, but you know, play for a wee penalty. Get a wee penalty in there, score early on, bang, there we go, done, through. And that's my opinion about the game. I feel like if we just get that 1 goal, I think we're through. I think we can rest our minds and focus on the game on Saturday and look forward into the Champions League qualifiers ahead. You know, got a big campaign ahead of us now. Just conserve player fitness as well. That's what matters. You know, we don't want to see. I think Brendan Rodgers will also be focused on that. You know, there's no point in going all out attack and trying to score goals and running and sprinting everywhere just to waste fitness when we've got such a busy schedule ahead. So I mean, I feel like it is going to be a conservative approach to this game. If I'm going to put a prediction on, I do think Celtic will go over and take the tie. We did look a lot better, a lot sharper in that second half, and if we can play like that, if we can match that second half performance from the first leg at Parkhead, then I do feel like we'll win the game, not by much. I'm actually just going to say a 1-0 win Celtic. That's my prediction for the game. We'll see how many I get right this year. I don't think I've had many right last year, mind you. But I'm going to go 1-0 Celtic. We'll see how it goes. And hopefully we will be partying through to the next round of the Champions League. Well, we've got a tough tie against Athens. Not going to be easy. But you never know. We could go to the Europa League. But I'm confident we'll go through. 1-0. And I think it's going to be ours. Team selection, as I said, I think it'll be pretty standard. Pretty much what we should be expecting is the same team, I'd imagine, with the limited, you know, choices that we have right now from the World Cup happening and fitness issues and such. Obviously, we can't see Dembele partnered up with Edouard, but Edouard is more than capable and already showing that he's got the quality, and the £9 million is going to be well spent, I'm sure. And hopefully bags a 1 or 2 tomorrow night as well. Let me know, or Wednesday night even, sorry, Wednesday night. Let me know what you think of the match this Wednesday evening, what you think is going to happen. I know this was kind of a quicker match review, it seemed kind of rushed through, but it's a tie which I feel like is pretty much done. So there's not too much to say. I feel like we've done our business. But we'll see where it goes. Like and subscribe. Also, check out the new Twitter for the new Celtic Q&A series. First episode will be on Sunday. Watch out for the tweet going on that Twitter. All the links will be below. At CFCQA118. Can't even fucking remember it myself now. Make sure to check it out though, lads. It would be greatly appreciated. And I'll see y'all next time.